Okay, so in the last video we created the demo view and the proposed views for Phase 1, and we're going to drag and drop the 3D views and the demo view and the proposed views for both on the same sheet, and we're calling the sheet Demo and Proposed Phase 1, or I called it Phase 1 Demo and Proposed. And I'm using my own title block. So this is what my project looks like right now. So this Phase 1 demo was dragged and dropped. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Hold on a minute. Okay, this Phase 1 demo is dragged and dropped onto this sheet. So it looks like that. Then Phase 1 Proposed dropped next to it. So that's this view right here. And then below that, on the same sheet, we've got the 3D view dragged and dropped as Demo 1, Phase 1 Demo rather, and then the 3D view Phase 1 Proposed. Okay? Now you notice that in the example, see the example, we have green walls for all the existing conditions and red for the demo, and then those green walls for all the existing conditions here, and then all the stuff that's new is showing up with normal color. That's one of the things that we can change in our settings for this phase. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. While we're looking at this view, you can see it happen. Okay, so under Manage, Phases, remember I said we were going to come back and look at these phase filters and these graphics overrides. Basically what I want to do is, instead of existing showing up as gray, I want existing not to have phase existing material, the default material, which is this gray color, is I want phase existing to be a different color. So I can take phase existing and I can mess with it. So let's make it sort of a greenish color. I think I like that one. And we're going to make it transparent. Okay, so if I do that and hit OK, this phase existing just got changed, and when I hit apply, do you see how all of the existing conditions that we have in here now are appearing as this green color? Okay. And it looks like I want to, I'm going to double click in this view and turn off the floor on this one as well. That's better. So that's now looking more like the view. And if we don't like that color, if we want it to be a slightly brighter green, then go right back into those phases and go under Graphics Override, and let's tweak it a little bit. We can tweak that color and make it more bright green and get it until you get the color that you like. Okay? Alright, that does have an effect on the entire project because we've changed what we're planning on using for an existing color for everything that's considered an existing phase in our 3D view. Okay, so I'm turning off the floor again in that view too, because it ended up being a bit distracting. Yeah, so there's our, oh, in these views too, we don't want to see these bounding box, so if we type VV, and I think the bounding box is, let's see here, just got to remember where it is. Maybe it's under annotation categories. Here, let me see if I can figure out what it's being called. So it's a section boxes, that's what it is. So if I go to VV, I think I can shut them off in here under sections, but it's under annotation categories. Now I remember where to find them. So under sections, you have sections and then section boxes. I want to turn them off, and that way we're not going to see those. And so you want to do those with both of those views, so you get rid of those sections. So that's how you're going to be able to manipulate and get kind of a better looking color image here if you wanted to print this in color and show those changes. Okay. Now I also want to show you my second page, and you can see what I've got over here is I've got the same setup for phase 2 and proposed, and for the 3D views up here too, the level 1 views, same thing, phase 2 demo and proposed. And I set up a second sheet that has phase 2 brought in, and in this scenario, see that everything is green because in this phase the existing conditions are what we did in phase 1, and this is where it's going to start to make a lot of sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and start to edit what's going on in this area. Oh, we have some slightly incorrect layouts here, so we're seeing both demo and proposed in both of these views. So in this view, because this is considered demo, it should be set to phase filter of show previous and demo, like that. And in this one it should be set to phase 2 show previous and new. Okay, this one should be set, I'm sorry, it's still not set correct, it should be set phase 2, and then that should be show previous and demo. So this is what we're seeing right now. We're seeing identical information in both of these because all of this is nothing's happening to this area here. We already did that in phase 1, but in phase 2 we're going to be demoing some walls in here, and then we're going to be adding new information here. And if phase 2 we have two options, we're going to end up showing you how to set up options. Okay, so I would go to my level 1 phase 2 demo and start knocking down walls in this area like this. Okay, get rid of those walls, let's say. I think we completely got this whole place, I can't remember. So let's say we're getting rid of all those walls, and then when I go to my view here, in my phase 2 demo, there's the demo information, and here's our new information. So as I add cubicles and things like that to this one, we're going to get all that to show up in here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that setup so you understand how we can make changes to things and how they appear in our views. And what I'll do is in the next video I'm going to show you how to create the setup for one and then set up some options.